And we are live. Welcome to the Redbird Redzone podcast. My name is Will. You can find me on Twitter at LiveOnThatSwing. Joining me today, I've got two fabulous co-hosts. Why don't y'all introduce yourselves?
Yo, my name is Mac. You can find my ridiculous tweets at AZ Sports Fiend. That's FIEN.
And I'm Jackie. You can find me on Twitter at JSanDiego. That is 2 O's. You can read all my stupid tweets. And let's get into a dub finally. We get to talk about a win.
About damn time.
Yeah, and I've got to say, as much as about damn time. Yeah, words right out of my mouth, man. I was more worried about this game than I should have been going in, but man, oh man, coming out of this, we're in a good spot, right? Because so here's the situation. As it stands, we've only got like two teams who can really make a play to be the 7 that are not us. You got the Vikings and you've got the Bears. The Bears are the Bears, and the Vikings have a hard as shit schedule for the rest of the way. So essentially, unless we just entirely collapse, the Arizona Cardinals will be the 7th seed in this year's playoffs. How do y'all feel about that?
Let's go. I'm excited.
Let's win this week,
originally,
though.
I was like, well, fuck, let's win this week, but it's like, do I want to get our cheeks clapped the first round in the playoffs? And it's like, you know what? If that's the case, then yes, I would rather see my team in the playoffs so I can tell everyone that hated on us, yeah, we made the fucking playoffs.
Well, hey, anything can happen. Look at what the Bills have done. Whooped up on the Steelers, and we beat the Bills. We can hang with anybody. Especially when our defense plays lights out. That the Hassan Reddick
Sunday.
Are we calling it the Hassan Reddick game this Sunday?
This was the Hassan Reddick game. This is he let everybody know who the fuck he was, and he did not come to fucking mess around.
Doubled his sack total on the season. That's impressive.
5 sacks on the game, 3 forced fumbles.
He's gonna haunt Daniel Jones's dreams for life.
He absolutely earned that Player of the Week, and as it stands right now, we have had 5 different instances of Arizona Cardinal this year coming home with Player of the Week.
That's impressive.
The last time it was even that much was 2015, and there were some weird names on that list.
Who do you got? Carson Palmer.
Carson didn't get a single one. Johnson's only mention was as a special teams player in like week 2 or 3.
Oh, his rookie year.
Dayon Buchanan got Player of the Week that year. It was a weird year.
Hey, we have the most wins. Actually, we have 7 wins, so we need 2 more wins to get the most wins that we've had since that season. So hopefully we can keep it going against Philly this weekend. That's going to be. They were pretty impressive against New Orleans, so that's going to be a tough matchup. But I love the way we came out and fought.
Yeah,
I'm not entirely convinced of that. Of the strength of that win. Yeah, because you got to figure. Going into that game, you have like maybe 3 downs of Jalen Hurts tape to go off.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't been used all year. So going into that game, the Saints were at a disadvantage, and I think, they looked at the team's record. They looked at the team's record and not their personnel, and they got cocky.
Yeah, I just got done watching that game, and it was like a night and day difference between the first and second half. I think the Eagles went into half up 17-0, and then real quick the Saints came back, made it 17-14. And then it was more the Eagles' defense stepping up with their pass rushers. I think they sacked Taysom Hill 5 times. So, yeah, I could definitely see how Jalen Hurts kind of faded in that second half. So hopefully we have enough tape and we can see what they're trying to do that we can get after them.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
I think this is going to be a trap game for the Eagles.
See, I heard that on Twitter too, and I don't know this late in the season if there are such things as trap games if you're fighting for a playoff spot. But they're not a good team to begin with, so I like the thinking.
As it stands right now, I think the best thing that can happen for us in terms of playoff positioning is that, the Packers keep on playing how they're playing, because as it stands right now, they're the number one team in the NFC. I'd rather play a battered Drew Brees at this point in his career than I would A-Rod in Green Bay.
Oh yeah.
And I think the best thing we can hope to happen is that the Seahawks lose at least one of their games going into the end of the season, and that we effectively win out. Because if the
So that means what are the Seahawks record?
The Seahawks are 9-4 right now. So if they lose,
they got an easy schedule, don't they?
Yeah, they've got easy street. But I mean,
anything can happen. Yeah.
The next 3 games for them. The next 3 games for them are Washington, who are on a hot streak right now, and LA and San Fran. And the way I see it,
it could happen. Yeah.
The way I see it is that if the Rams face us in Week 17, knowing that they have the division in hand and that they can go in with a high seed into the playoffs, I mean, they'll rest
a little rest.
Yeah. And I know that's not exactly a vote of confidence for this team, but really, having watched this team this year, we need all the help we can get.
Definitely.
But yeah. Oof. So let's talk about some key things throughout the game. I think we've already made it clear that our defense really stole the show this weekend. Boy, man. Here's your stat. Here's your stat of the game. The New York Football Giants only had 4 plays past midfield. 4. That's a stat.
God damn. And I think they were all in the second half too.
Yeah, I mean the only time they got past our 50 was the drive where they scored a touchdown.
Actually scored a touchdown. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so that was the first time the Giants defense has given up at least 26 points in their last 8 games this year. So that defense has definitely been carrying them. So it was kind of rough how it started, we got the turnover and then we weren't able to punch it in the end zone. And then we had to kick a field goal of the possession after that. So it was kind of a lackadaisical start offensively, but I think a lot of that has to do with what the Giants were doing as well. It's a pretty damn good defense, but we held the Giants to 159 yards. That's the lowest amount of yards any Cardinals defense has held any team since the last time we beat the Rams, Week 17 of 2016. We held them to 123 yards and beat the Rams 44-6. And that's
when they rested their starters.
They were 4-12 that year. That was the last game before Sean McVay.
Yeah.
Right.
So
I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Jared Goff sucked. Still sucks, but just not as bad.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a well played game, and let's not hide the elephant in the room. How about Mike Nugent, 4 for 4 coming in? Didn't have to kick anything beyond 40, I don't believe, but it was still nice to see someone drain it.
He almost had to at the end of the first half. They were trying to go for that long. We had a false start on that play, which was really funny to me.
On the second to last play. Yeah,
because Cliff was raising hell on the sidelines after he missed the kick there, saying that they were going off sides and all that, and the officials conglomerated together. They brought him out of the room only for them to say that it was a false start on us.
We got another play after that, didn't we?
Yeah,
I thought we missed a field goal after that. I thought we tried it again.
No, we tried to convert.
Yeah, you're right.
And Kyler Murray ran it up the sideline. Yeah.
Do you think we tried to convert because they didn't think he could kick it that far?
Well, we'd already
seen him miss short 55. Yeah, he was short from 55.
Here's what I'm gonna say about Nugent, and this is the fact that I have to say this as a positive is more of damning on Zane than it is positive about Nugent. What I saw with Nugent is that he kicked it straight every single time. He kicked it straight down the uprights. There was no fancy soccer shit. And it's like I know that's like old school kicking, and that's just the way you do it. But the fact that that is my positive about Nugent's kicking really goes to
Well,
show how fucking piss poor our kicking has been this year, man.
and I mean that
Holy.
even that 55-yarder was right down the middle, but just short
Yeah.
to end that first half. So yeah, it was nice
He
to
just doesn't have enough leg.
I'm
right.
really
He's 50 years
if
old.
in a just world, Zane Gonzalez gets Wally pipped for the rest of the season, and Nugent finishes us out. Unfortunately, we are probably going to lose 2 of our next 3 games because of Zane Gonzalez.
Oh, is he coming back? He didn't practice today. He was still out with
We
back.
downgraded Nugent back to the practice squad.
So, but we can still call him up the day before the game, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe that's like the new COVID thing is that you can put him in practice squad and bring him back up. And yeah, I saw that too. And I kind of got worried. But then today, the first injury report of the week came out, and Zane Gonzalez was on it. Did not practice with back. So I'm hoping that that back keeps a little bit tight.
Yeah, and we don't have to have Nugent kick from any greater distance than 50 yards.
Let's pray.
And then our how about Christian Kirk finally turning it up a little bit on punt return. It's been a while.
He was turning it up, yeah.
Yeah, and Andy Lee was friggin' crushing it. I thought. I think he only might have had 2 punts or something, but he's looked better the last couple of weeks as well. Let's see, Andy Lee, 3 inside the 20, 4 punts, 3 of them inside the 20. So he did his job. Special teams definitely turned it on.
Game. Yeah.
Finally, yeah. Again.
So Hopkins' chemistry with Kyler this week looked really, really solid. I think the route tree looked a lot better. I feel like he got into more open space.
Got fed earlier too, earlier and often.
But let's talk. I mean, here's the opposite of somebody who got fed early. Larry Fitzgerald didn't get his first catch until the third
quarter. Yeah.
And I know it's dumb to be one of those people who like waits for his weekly catch because it's going to happen. It's Larry.
Oh, we all do.
He would never say anything like, "Why didn't I get my catch?" But still,
exactly. Yeah, throw him the ball. That was his first target too. At least throw him a little gimme target. But hey, he did have a hell of a block to get Kyler sprung outside. So yeah, that was the best $11 million block you'll see, I swear, from a wide receiver.
That's certainly a way to say it.
It's nice. We've been talking about Dan Arnold though. He's having
motherfucking Arnold.
Ever since Max Williams has been back, Big Dick Arnold.
He only had 2 catches on the stat sheet, but that third one should have been.
Oh, that was close.
Money.
That was impressive.
Yeah. I mean, I was saying on Twitter that Dan Arnold can expect a quote unquote random PED check on Monday morning.
Yes,
dude was playing out of his mind, and I really hope we can see that level of production. I really hope we can see that level of production out of him for a while, because if he can keep that up, then I'd say we've got our money's worth in him.
I mean, right now he's our second best downfield target. Big body jumping over people,
fucking leaving him open.
Yeah, hey.
But yeah, he's your go up and get it guy, and we've never had that
over the middle. Yeah, it's been a while, especially from the tight end position. It seems like it's just been a revolving door.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can totally tell a difference when his role changed from when Max Williams was out. He had to be more of a blocking tight end because we didn't have the depth, and then just having Max Williams back, you just see it's opening up things for Dan Arnold. And that's what a lot of people were talking about in the offseason, him being a good weapon in this offense, and it's finally looking like it's paying off.
Definitely.
Absolutely. So, well, I've got like general notes here, but I mean, the fact that I don't have anything to say isn't indicative of nothing happening, but it's more indicative of you say less when there's less to talk about.
Exactly. I mean, we can go on about Hassan Reddick because again, that was an incredible game, and I feel like he he knew he needed that. Like how he got so emotional after the game. Like I think he knew that we all as fans wrote him off as a bust. Like, why did we draft this guy with the first pick, 13th overall? And now he's come into his own. He's playing in his natural position, and he had a fucking game.
He will always have the reputation among Cardinals fans of the guy we got instead of trading up to get Mahomes or
exactly. He's always gonna have that chip on his shoulder.
He's gonna have that for the rest of his playing career. But I'll be damned if he didn't have himself a show, man. I am glad he did what he did, and I really hope that we can re-sign him in the offseason. Granted, if he keeps this level of production up, I don't know if we'll be able to like back up the Brinks, but at least we should like.
Yeah, it's been kind of interesting because he was kind of not really doing anything. He started off the season hot, and then it's like kind of when we started going downward. He didn't get a sack last 5 games, so he definitely got like a month and a half's worth of aggression out on Daniel Jones. And the crazy part is that he entered the fourth quarter with 1 sack, and then he finished the Cardinals record 5. And I saw a little story today where he gave props to Bertrand Berry. That him and Bertrand Berry were working out in the offseason, and that looks like it's been paying off for him.
Definitely.
And the list of people who he jumped over for that mark, they're no slouches, man. You got Bertrand Berry there, you got Chandler Jones, you got some other people. Names I'm blanking.
Oh yeah, we've had some decent.
But the fact that this has only happened 17 times
in NFL history.
Yeah,
that is pretty. That is.
Yeah, like this isn't shit that happens at once a season. Maybe this is 17 times in NFL history that someone has had a game like this.
Right.
And I'm assuming half of those were back in the days where used car salesmen played.
Exactly, where you have a fucking part-time job and then you go play football for a team on Sunday.
Also, want to give a little shout out to Dennis Gardak and Marcus Golden. Thought they were also big figures up front, getting pressure. Marcus Golden had that.
Cool, man.
Oh, cool. What a story! Got 5 sacks on 69 snaps this year. That has to far and away lead the league in sack percentage.
Y'all want to hear a crazy stat?
Yeah.
The Arizona Cardinals have won the same amount of games at MetLife this year as the Jets and Giants come.
Boom!
I love that. Mic drop. We're gone. Later, folks.
Did you guys catch Marcus Golden's mic'd up?
I have not.
Oh, shit. Speaking of that forced fumble was golden. Talk about a way to make an impact early and to announce to the Giants that they fucked up, man. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah. Forces the fumble, recovers it, takes it down to the 15-yard line or something like that.
Or something. But let me just say, Marcus Golden, if you're listening, can we race? Because I feel like I could beat you in a foot race.
Damn! You did not hear that correctly.
Touch fast. I would have been gone.
She just called you a motherfucker. That's it.
If I picked that shit up, I'd been gone.
She just called you a motherfucker.
That would have been a touchdown for sure.
That's it.
That would have been what I said, because I said we were going to get a defensive touchdown. That was it. But
Jackie could be the kicker.
I could be the kicker, the DN, the
quarterback, second quarterback. Right?
I could do it all.
Fuck you, Cliff. Stand back.
Yeah, fucking head coach, whatever. But no, listen to his mic'd up, and also watch it on YouTube, because I noticed after that forced fumble, like Isaiah Simmons was fucking pumped, and he went to go chest bump him, and he knocked the shit out of him.
That Marcus Golden?
Yes, it looked fucking violent, and I thought, wow, like that guy plays for the same fucking team. So that made me hyped about Simmons. I'm like, he knocked the shit out of Marcus Golden. Like he didn't go flying, but it looked like a really hard hit.
Yeah,
he's a monster.
Speaking of which, another fucking announcer jinx this week on that drive. They were talking about how the Cardinals were dangerous in the red zone, and it's like, when's the last time we could say that this year?
I think we talked about that in the chat, how he said that, and then all of our red zone appearances after that were shit.
I actually wrote it down. So we went from first in the NFL in red zone TD, and I just looked it up today. We're now 7th.
Yeah,
that's how tight it all is. But yeah, we were like 75%. Now we're down to 68 after that one game. So we got to tighten that up against Philly and these next 3 games to finish the season. But yeah, I like what the way we turned the page and we were able to come out against a hot New York team and really just lay the wood on them all game. The game wasn't really in doubt much. And you got to give a hats off to all those guys up there, not giving up and letting all the criticism from the outside get to them and all the noise. They came in and played one of their best games of the year all around, even though the offense didn't find the end zone that much. That's a solid defense right there.
Absolutely. So
it's nice watching those games. But yeah, let's talk about
one last mini thing so we can get into another segment. The Kylie Fitz fumble on the kickoff. Did you guys share the announcer sentiment that it was an intentional kick, or do y'all think it was incidental?
No way. I don't think so.
I don't believe it for a second.
You're going way too fast. You're going way too fast. And he got
hard to shift your momentum like that.
Yeah, he got hit from the side at the end. So those guys are flying 15, 20 miles per hour downfield, gets hit less than 5 yards away from the guy. I think that was just, one of the random ass plays. In slow motion, it kind of looked like it, but I have a hard time believing he meant to bounce off the tackler and throw up his foot.
And that is exactly what I was thinking. I was listening to the announcers talk about how it looked intentional. It's like, what the fuck are you guys seeing?
Slow motion, man. You can watch slow motion and come up with anything.
Help
make the Giants feel better.
Make it interesting, I suppose.
But actually, I got one more thing to talk about before we get into the next segment regarding this game.
There's more.
Shut up.
I'm kidding.
Here's something that I noticed. The Cardinals' offense flowed better with Isabella out.
Yes.
It looked like a more cohesive unit with Isabella out and Larry. What do you guys think of that analysis?
I know Cliff said Isabella being out was more about Larry being back. But, it kind of lines up with Keyshawn being back, honestly. They didn't really target Keyshawn after that 4th down in the end zone where
why was he
who was wide open right. And Keyshawn was open like 90% of that play.
Yeah.
But you want to see Keyshawn go up in traffic, bring that ball down, and he wasn't able to. So I don't know if I could see your point to where maybe it flowed a little better, but just not the volume of attempts Isabella was getting. Because like we talked about last week, he had one less target than D-Hop. That should never happen,
Yeah.
So I could see your point there for sure.
It's almost like they're obligated to get him at least one or a few targets just to be like, he's not a bust.
They feel right. I mean? They feel bad. Yeah. Well, hey, So Cliff Kingsbury, right? A lot of criticism, like why are you starting J.R. Sweezy? J.R. Sweezy went under the radar. He didn't start. Justin Murray started at right guard. Andy Isabella, surprised inactive on Sunday, and Zane Gonzalez, injury, quote unquote. But I don't think that's a coincidence. All 3 happened in a must-win game, and that shows a lot about Cliff Kingsbury right there.
And his adaptability.
He's not so damn stubborn that he's going to wait till we're out of the playoff race. All 3 of those, I think that all 3 of those, you can see a team just kind of feed off of that. You can see that the coach wants to win. This is a must-win game, so everyone's on their A game, and everyone played like it. But hats off to Cliff on making the hard decisions when they're probably not the hard decisions, but when you're running, an organization of 53 men, and you want them to be on the same page, you don't want to make a guy feel like an outsider and just. So I feel like it's a lot more finicky than fans say. He's had 2 bad games. Cut Sweezy. Sweezy's a vet in the NFL for 12 years. When you pull him,
keep him
fucking Yeah. So, but it was nice to see Cliff not wait till week 15 or something. Like it took a while, but it was a must-win game, and that's exactly what we did. So
I've always
good all
appreciated
around.
that about Cliff, is that he knows when to adjust and will adjust. I
Yeah,
feel
like
like Arians did that a lot, where he would fucking
so
ride his
stubborn.
shit. Yes, like
Oh, yeah,
just ride it
so
to the
stubborn.
end, and then say like
Right?
it's a good play, we just didn't fucking execute. Like just
We're
blame your
dropping
players.
Carson Palmer. We're dropping Carson Palmer back, fucking to pass while we're up by 35 in the fourth quarter. It's like, no, okay, you got to adapt a little bit. I definitely agree there. Yeah,
Yeah, like
and
Cliff's
because we saw it
adaptability, I've
last year
always
with Cliff,
appreciated.
he ran a lot of 10 sets last year with one running back, no tight ends. And we learned real quick, Cliff did, that you need some tight ends in the NFL because these edge rushers are just too damn good. So yeah, you can definitely see a little adaptability for sure.
For sure.
So for this next bit, we'll talk about some college games, and then we'll get on to the predictions. What do y'all think?
For
Does that
sure.
sound good? All right, cool.
Do it.
So let's talk about the game that I think every single person in this group chat watched. The Territory Bowl Massacre. ASU, Arizona. Holy shit, man. That was a fucking brutal massacre, man. What was it, 70-7? Was that it?
Yeah, I turned it on when it was like 42-7. I thought, I don't need to fucking watch this because why? And then I thought, well, I'm gonna jinx it because they might come back and win because college football, anything can fucking happen. But nope, went to bed. I thought, oh yeah, they whooped ass. Good for ASU. And I woke up and I'm like, holy shit, did they whoop ass?
If I remember right, like 4 or 5 different running backs ran in for a touchdown for ASU.
I ran in for a touchdown. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
I think you had a Coors Original in your hand, honestly.
I did.
And a notable little stat here for that game: the first Asian to ever score a touchdown in D1 football. I actually would have thought that would have happened sooner, but surprise me.
Action Jackson. Yep, that was to top off the night too. It was the last touchdown of the night. That was he threw out his shoulder and shoulder pads, and he fucking dragged that U of A guy. And Kevin Sumlin getting fired. So the last game at U of A for Kevin Sumlin was the beatdown at the hands of the Sun Devils. That was a good Saturday, Friday.
Let's be real here. The Kevin Sumlin's career as a head coach is not over. We will hear in January that he has been signed as the head coach for the New York Jets. No doubt about it in my mind.
I'm with it.
But did you guys see the ending to the Florida LSU game?
No.
I heard enough about it, about the shoe.
Yeah. So the game's tied at 34-34. You got like high-ranked Florida playing a 3-win LSU team. So it's like a 3rd and 17 or some shit. And, LSU's quarterback throws it to a guy for 6 yards. And while the guy is down, one of Florida's jackass fucking corners or safeties or whatever throws the guy's shoe downfield. And he gets 3 flags thrown his way for taunting. So this is with like 3 or 4 minutes left. So LSU, who were planning on punting on the next play and just letting it happen, instead got the ball back and drove down the field and kicked the game-winning field goal, taking Florida out of consideration for the national championship.
Word? I don't pay attention to much college football, so that's wild.
And Florida's still 7th or something in the polls, even though LSU's unranked. But yeah, I haven't been too much into college football this year's.
It's hard to get into it, but I mean, with something like that, it's hard not to pay attention.
Yeah, it's memorable. Yeah, it's memorable.
I'm gonna have to go back and see that because I hope. How many yards did he throw the shoe?
Like he threw it down the field as if he was tossed in the fucking.
The refs, they were like near midfield ish. But the ref, when he called the penalty He said, I don't know what he said, personal foul, some whatever it was, for throwing the player's shoe 20 yards downfield. That's exactly what he said. 20 yards downfield.
I think I've thrown a shoe at my husband at least 50 yards.
Damn, okay. Okay.
I'm kidding.
How many beers you on, Jackie? What you sipping on tonight?
I'm on my second tall can. Let's go.
Oh, I'm on my third tall can. What you drinking on?
Coors.
Sponsor me, real? Coors Banquet?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, me too. From Bob's hometown of Golden, Colorado.
Oh, Golden, Colorado.
Anyways.
Coors, give her money. Yes, Coors, money me now.
But anyway, you guys ready to get into predictions?
Sure, but can I just add one more thing about the Cardinals? Shout out to Isaiah Simmons, because we never heard Eric Ebron? Who is their fucking
Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram. We barely heard his name mentioned during that whole fucking game. That's how good of coverage he was. I just wanted to add that too.
So, and we're gonna need Isaiah Simmons this week against Jalen Hurts. They like to get him on the outside, and they rushed him 13 times, Jalen Hurts. So you have one guy on our defense that can be a spy on him. I think that's going to be a big job for Isaiah Simmons. And then they also have Godert, who's a decent tight end. So it's going to be interesting to see what Vance Joseph dials up for sure.
A lot of pass rush, a lot of pressure early. Essentially, you're kind of playing another Tyler Murray. They do a lot of run pass options.
Yeah.
Whenever I think of Philly's tight end, I always think of Jimmy.
Oh, Goddard the dog? Jimmy Neutron? Boy genius?
Bro, I think I fucking bullied.
It's a little before your time, Max. Sorry.
No, I know. It'd be after my time, wouldn't it? Shoosh. I was
Zach Ertz, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts when I see. I'm kidding.
It hurts when I furt. That was my fantasy football team.
Yeah. That was your fantasy football team?
Huh?
That was your fantasy football team's name?
One of them, yeah. But I don't want to talk about fantasy this week, okay? I'm a little hurt still.
Fantasy. You're a little hurt. Your heart hurts.
I hate fantasy sports.
You all ready to do predictions?
Yes.
Yeah, let me just. We're carrying this segment on one more week, Will. I know you don't like it, but it's dumbass tweets
of the
week. And so I have one right here, and all it says is, fuck you, Bickley Murata. And so I'm nominating myself for dumbass tweet of the week because that was stupid, and I got blocked real quick. And now I can't see any of their afternoon tweets. They've been hating on Kyler Murray a little bit heavier last few weeks and Cliff. So after the game, I just kind of sent that out, and it was kind of dumb. And then I know
exclusively talk shit about you now. That's all my tweets say.
I'm sorry this had to be the way you found out, man.
Well, they're our biggest listeners, so hey Dan, hey Vince, how's it going?
Our haters are our motivators, so we know you're listening, and fuck you.
So I wanted to nominate myself because that was pretty stupid when I was thinking back on it, but whatever.
And I think that one about how everyone was like, "Don't this isn't a big win for the Cardinals because the Giants O-line is banged up and they're playing a rookie O-line and the Giants suck." But a win's a win when you're in the playoff hunt, and this new team coming off of a big win against Seattle. And any game you win against a team that may go into the playoffs and you're in the playoff hunt is a big win.
Yeah, exactly.
So eat my shit. That's been like my fucking catchphrase on Twitter. Eat my shit. So eat my shit. Say it in Spanish. Come caca.
That's
Anyways, you want to get into predictions?
Yeah. So Bo Bobbles won last week.
Fuck you, Bo Bobbles.
10-1. Will came in second at 8-3. And Jackie and I were 7-4. Pathetic.
Fuck you too, Bo Bobbles.
Fuck you, Baltimore.
Somebody take the beer out of her hand. No, I'm kidding. Give her 2 more.
Yep, cut me off.
No. It's a Wednesday. Wacky Wednesdays. All right, I got my pen out for predictions.
All right, y'all ready?
All right. Yeah, let's do it.
Cool. First game on the slate is tomorrow night's game, so we're basically not going to get this out in time, but fuck it. Raiders, Chargers, who y'all got?
Both teams are kind of a mess. So Jackie's going Chargers. I'm going Raiders. Let me down.
I'm going to go Raiders. I don't really have much to say about this game, but fuck it.
Division matchup probably close. Who'd Bo Bobbles pick?
He said Raiders.
Okay. Jackie's probably going to win that one now.
Bo Bobbles is a fucking traitor to the Denver Broncos, who are his favorite team. Anyway, speaking of Bo Bobbles' favorite team, we got Broncos Bills on Saturday football. Who do y'all have?
Bills.
Gots to. How can he go against the Bills?
Hey, did you guys catch Josh Allen's little pregame speech about they can do all that fucking dancing? So Juju Smith, every game he likes to go dance on the logos of other teams for TikTok. And that really didn't sit right with Josh Allen. So his pregame speech to the guys was like, they can do all that fucking talking, all that fucking dancing. We do the work. And they went out and they did work. And I haven't been a big Josh Allen fan, but I thought, you know what? I can get behind that.
Yeah.
I can get behind that. I respect that.
Because, I mean, at that point, that's just disrespectful. That's
It is, right. And a lot of casuals don't know the real disrespect behind that. If you haven't been following football for forever, but that's like big disrespect if you step on the logo of another team. No one really enforces that. Like, you don't do that shit. But I'm glad the Bills went out and won.
Beat their ass a little bit. Yeah.
And I'm like that. I earned a lot of respect for Josh Allen after that.
But yeah. So after that, we got.
We've been. Who'd you pick, Will? Bills.
Oh yeah, Bills. After that, we've been.
Bo Bobbles picked Denver.
Dude, I'm trying to do a thing.
Do it.
We've been waiting all day for Saturday night.
Okay, Carrie Underwood. Shit.
We got.
Get it, girl.
We got Panthers, Packers. Neither of these teams I am associated with because I do not live in North Carolina or Wisconsin. I live in Arizona. I am going to go for the Packers because I feel like that's obvious.
Yeah.
Packers, why not?
Right, so we're all
same here. Bo Bobbles. Yep, we're all in agreement.
All right. On Sunday, first game of the slate, we got Texans Colts. Who do y'all have? Colts.
Yeah. Colts are a pretty damn good team. And Texans aren't.
All right, so Colts all across the board there. After that, we got Lions Titans. I mean, I think that's fairly obvious. I think the Titans slaughtered the Lions.
Yeah.
I got Tennessee. Yep.
Yeah, Titans.
So that's 4 games in a row where we've all picked the same team.
Unfortunately, this week there's a lot of playoff caliber teams facing off against these fucking shit teams. Yeah. So that's a bit of a bummer. So that means we have to cover most of these games.
Nobody being contrarian. Well, I picked the fucking Chargers to beat the Raiders, so.
Well, there you go.
We got Bears Vikings. This is actually a big game for us because that's a
good game. Yeah,
let's go Bears.
I want the Bears to win, but I think that in reality, the Vikings are better teams.
The better team, but
Where's
I feel
that?
like the Bears will win in the stupid Bears way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're picking Chicago, Jackie?
Yeah, only on the premise that for whatever reason my nephew's a Chicago Bears fan. So for his sake.
Yeah.
Who you got, Will?
I think it's the Vikings. I think the Vikings are the better team.
Yeah. Well, Minnesota. So is Bo Bobbles. Jackie, okay, I see you.
I gotta pick. I gotta make my controversial picks.
But let's be clear here. If the Bears win, it's a better situation for us because the Bears are winning.
It is. For the sake of the Cardinals, everybody. I want the Bears to win.
Exactly. After that, we got Seahawks, Washington. Who do y'all have?
Washington.
I'm going Washington.
Shit, I was gonna go Washington. I was gonna be like the big contrarian. Fuck.
Nah. Alright, then go Seattle.
Oh, Bobbles is going Washington.
Fuck it. Go.
I want to go Chicago last.
I'm gonna go Seattle. I'm gonna go
Seattle.
Right.
I'm going Chicago prior. So
okay.
Switching it up.
After that, we got Pats, Dolphins. Who do y'all have?
Dolphins.
Miami.
That division is just in a really weird state because it's gone from the Pats being, the big bad of the division, the big bad of the AFC, just to being like persona non grata. I mean, if the Jets weren't in that division, we could say that they're the biggest laughingstock in that division. But
the Jets weren't in that division? Oh, the Pats, yeah, and we still lost to them. Fuck.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Just our luck, man. After that, I'm not even gonna cover this game. This game's shit. Fuck this. After the shit game that will not be mentioned, we got Bucks Falcons. Who do y'all have?
Well, that's a shit game too. You want Falcons?
Yeah. I'm gonna go Falcons. Is it in prime time or no?
It's at 1 p.m.
Let's go Falcons. Why not? This
Big
way in
balls
the game.
on you.
Why not? Fucking letting my ball swing right here.
Okay, big ball, Jack.
Well, I'm gonna go with the Buccaneers because I'm not playing with fate here. I'm not playing with
You're not betting on two tall cans deep and don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, kids, don't drink and pick. If you're listening to this, don't drink and pick football games. I'm not an alcoholic, I promise.
Sure you are.
Anyways, we'll be recording while I'm at a meeting next week, so yeah.
Cheers. Get it in while we can.
So, let's see. Next game, we got... Okay, we can safely skip that one and not miss anything. 4 p.m. slate, we got Rams, Jets.
So I just want to say, I was wondering why there were only 11 games we picked last week. And now it makes sense because you're skipping some of the shitty ones. So I was confused. I had to recount and everything. I'm like, 11? But that doesn't add up. Like, what the fuck? So, thank you.
You're welcome.
So who you got? What's this game?
We got Jets Rams.
Oh, God. How many fucking
I'm only covering this one because the Jets are involved, and I think it's really fun.
Yep. Jackie's picking the Jets again, I see. Cool.
Nope, I'm picking the Rams, and this will be the week that the fucking Jets will win one game.
Rams. I don't think they win this one.
Rams are gonna ram it in the ass to the Jets. So
more tequila shots, please, bartender.
After that, we got the game that really, looking at this, should be the primetime game of the week. Well, since I'm looking at the other primetime games, those are awful. We got Chiefs Saints.
Oh,
that could be your Super Bowl.
The Cardinals
maybe.
don't fuck shit up, so yeah. But no, let's go Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm not picking. Yeah.
And
KC.
Mahomes of the Chiefs. Let's go Chiefs, baby.
You sound like a diehard Chiefs fan there.
Low-key Chiefs
They're my
fan.
team away from home.
Okay.
Patrick Mahomes is like my player away from home, so yeah.
So we're all in agreement there. We got the Chiefs across the board.
Yes, we do.
Hello?
I think we have.
All
Can you hear me?
We have too many
Yeah,
across the board. Yeah.
No, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 7 games across the board out of like the 12
so it's going
we
to come
picked.
down to whatever stupid pick one of us makes.
AKA Jackie.
Yeah.
Nah, you're gonna win.
After that,
You're gonna win.
we got the first shitty primetime game of the week. We got Browns Giants. Who do y'all have?
Giants.
Whew. I'm going Browns.
Browns. I can't. You can't convince me after last week's game that the Giants win another this year. I know that they've been playing good football the last
pick it
couple
up
weeks.
and put the pieces back together, see where they went wrong, and say, all right, we could potentially have a playoff spot.
Okay.
So
they have a good defense. I'm giving them
they
that.
have a really good defense.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
So I'll give them that.
I can see where you're coming from with this, but with the next one, I don't think you're going to be having that tune. How is this even a primetime game? How has this not been flexed? Steelers Bengals is your Monday Night Football game. Hooey.
How is that not flexed? Yeah.
Bengals.
Bo Bobbles picked Cleveland too. Sorry.
Oh shit, she's going Bengals.
I'm gonna go Bengals.
I like Drunk Jackie. I like Drunk Jackie.
I like Drunk Jackie too.
Jackie.
Maybe I'm just being like, I don't know. My uncle's like a diehard Bengals fan. I'm leaving here, so just for the sake of my uncle, let's go Bengals.
All right.
Idiot.
So for your uncle,
Drunk Jackie's gonna listen to this podcast and like, you dumb bitch.
I have a sister who lives outside of Cincinnati, but yeah, I'm not going to the Bengals. Who are the Bengals playing again?
Steelers.
Yeah.
This is probably gonna be the fucking get right game.
Yeah.
But whatever.
I hate Pittsburgh, but I gotta go.
I fucking hate the Steelers, so fuck them.
Sorry.
Fuck them. Yeah,
sorry,
fuck
Jackie's uncle.
Yeah, no, it's all good. He was just stationed in Cincinnati, like he didn't grow up there.
But let's be clear, this is a Super Bowl 43 Truthers podcast. He did not have his feet in. Can I get an amen?
Yes. Yeah, amen. Amen. Hallelujah.
Shalom.
Which
Shalom
leads
away.
us to your Arizona Cardinals versus I don't have any things with this. The Philadelphia Eagles. Who do y'all have?
A cheesesteak eating, the shitty city having, because I've been through Philly and it looks like a fucking dump.
Well, I didn't want to be mean.
Sorry. Anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna go Arizona Cardinals 28, Philadelphia 17.
Cardinals 28. That's a good number. I'm going Cardinals 24, Philly 13.
You said it was 30-13 for you.
24-13 for me.
Okay.
Bob Bobble's up doing.
I can tell you this. I don't think it's going to be sunny in Philadelphia come Sunday. I think it's going to be a 31-13 beatdown against the Eagles.
I think
I love Cardinals
it. Win. I like it.
I love it.
I want some more of it. 31-13.
So hard.
All right. So
have Jalen Hurts have his welcome to the NFL moment a couple times on Sunday. That would be nice.
At the hands of Hassan Riddick. Hopefully,
So let's talk about
Red Dick. Yep.
Let's talk about your keys to the game. So, the Cards. This was very apparent in the Saints game. The Cards need to stop the run this week. Both Jalen Hurts and Miles Sanders rushed for over 100 yards on the game. So, I mean, we've had enough trouble with rushing quarterbacks as it is this year. If we can't contain Jalen Hurts, this season's over.
Yep.
So I think the best thing that we can do is have a spy on Hurts at all times, because I think, Peterson isn't just playing for the division at this point. He's playing for his job. Let's be clear here.
Yeah.
Doug Peterson, yeah.
He is playing for his job, and when people do that, they get desperate. So I think we're gonna see the ball run down our throats, and we are going to have to face off against.
We're gonna also see a lot of stupid, cute packages because, like you said,
do a lot
he's
of
playing
shit
for his job.
So they're breaking everything out.
Yep, they're gonna pull out all the stops. He's gonna try to put his balls on the table.
They kind of remind me of us a little bit. They run a shit ton of run pass options.
Yep.
They like to get the ball out of Hurts' hands really early. At least they did last game against the Saints. So I'd expect some of the same. But yeah, if we stop Miles Sanders and make them rely on Jalen Hurts to beat us, but even just Miles Sanders to take away that run game, I think that this defense has practiced enough against Kyler Murray, and now they're facing a poor man's Kyler Murray. He doesn't run as fast as Kyler. He doesn't have big of an arm as Kyler. I thought he looked pretty good passing, but if you get pressure in his face, like any young quarterback, I mean, this isn't Tua Tagovailoa that we're facing here. I don't think,
No.
Like Jalen Hurts is a little bit. I think we could be able to get to him and hit him early, and I think it'll definitely get him off his game because he's not a big guy. You hit him a couple times, he's not going to want to get hit. So hopefully we can. Yeah, hopefully the defense can step up again for the second week in a row. I'd love for this defense to carry us through the season and just kind of not put so much pressure on the offense to be great. And then when it really comes, the last week or two or playoffs, then that's where we see the offense hopefully get back to where they were a month ago.
The big thing that Philadelphia succeeded with last week against the Saints is what we saw this year with the Eagles is we saw Carson Wentz get sacked a lot, and we saw him have a lot of turnover. Jalen Hurts didn't have either of those happen. He didn't get sacked, and he didn't turn the ball. So, and that's a tougher. The Saints defense is a tougher defense than ours. Is a more versatile defense, and they've got a faster D line. Everything. We've got probably one of the slowest front sevens in the league. So we basically just have to play smart defense and not rely on luck, I guess,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that it is going to be crucial that Marcus Golden steps up and gets pressure like he's been doing, because I don't know how much we can depend on Gardeck, I love his story and stuff, but it's almost like, okay, when's it going to end? When's it going to end? But to the guy's credit, he's not playing a lot, and he's averaging a sack every 13 snaps. So I would like to see more of him as well.
He's fast as shit. So.
Yeah, but
and then Hassan Reddick.
He can't fall asleep this game. He's got to bring it, and hopefully,
keep stepping on the gas.
Oh fuck yeah! If the guys show up like they did last week, Philly's not beating us.
Play lights out, and I think this is going to be a very good game offensively that we haven't seen in a while.
Absolutely.
I think this is the game that we're gonna, and not necessarily Cliff's gonna pull out all the stops, but I feel like everything's gonna fucking click. I feel like our shit's gonna work for us because we saw Daniel Jones burn this fucking Eagles defense for 80 yards. I feel like Kyler's gonna get fucking is just gonna burn this defense.
And I would like that to see our main running back step up. Like Chase Edmonds doesn't get a lot of carries. No, I understand that. But Kenyon Drake only 3 times this year has he surpassed 4.3 yards a carry in any game. Only 3 times. And he still ranks 5th on the rushing board because of the volume he gets. He's one of like 6 running backs with 200 carries. I think he's at 201.
Yeah.
But he's at 4.2 yards a carry this year. People are like, well, that's not bad. And
it's not
yeah,
bad
sure, it's
if
not
he can
bad.
hang on the damn ball. I feel like
it's
McGee will have a good game.
Yeah, it's average, but we want our number one guy to be better than 4.2.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's also times where he's not able to get in the end zone. He does have 9 touchdowns on the ground, so he is getting the end zone. But there are a lot of times where he stopped at the 1. So I would like to see the run game in Kenyon Drake have a breakout fucking game. 150 yards. Take some of the heat off of Kyler and the wide receivers. It's been a while.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the Eagles D line. I think that's the thing we've got to worry about the most, because I think with the quarterback situation for the Eagles, that could go either way. Going into that game against the Saints had no tape. They had nothing. We have tape on the Eagles D line, and they are dangerous. Fletcher Cox.
They look good. Yeah, they look good against the Saints. I agree.
Fletcher Cox is like top 3, I'd say, just in pure defensive tackle.
He's that vet that every team wants.
Absolutely. So I think the player we need to worry about the most is not Jalen Hurts. It's not Miles Sanders, because at the end of the day, they blindsided that Saints team, and that's we gotta worry about Fletcher Cox.
But I guess you could say that game was a trap game for the Saints.
Yeah, I could see that.
They just expected to roll in and fucking stomp them out, and nope. Any given Sunday.
Amen.
Shit, I don't have a whole lot more regarding this Eagles game. I feel kind of bad because I probably should.
I think we've kind of talked about it enough. But yeah,
I feel like people are hot on the Eagles right now that they count us out.
I can't even tell what the best receiver is on that team. That's not named.
Probably Fulgham. Travis Fulgham, who's but I think we'll have to watch out for a little bit more of Alshon Jeffrey. He was like not even getting targeted or playing with Carson Wentz, and then he caught a back shoulder touchdown, like first drive, I believe, from Hurts. It was a nice fucking play. I was pretty impressed by Hurts making a back shoulder throw about 20 yards out. So I could see Alshon Jeffrey. He's been non-existent basically all year. I think that's one guy that we need to just keep an eye on, because that's someone that not a lot of people are thinking of, because haven't heard his name spoken of that much. But he's a vet. He's a big body. He can go up. And if you're a young quarterback, you want to go after your veteran. You want to go after your safety blanket. And I didn't watch much of Carson Wentz, so I can't tell you what was really going on there. But Jalen Hurts was not sacked once against the Saints, which is pretty friggin' impressive considering the rate
how
the
good
Saints.
Their defense is.
Yeah, and what they were getting them out of the pocket a lot, which I noticed. They like how Jared Goff dissected us. Kind of a rollout RPO, fake the run, bring them around like a little bootleg, and then just dump it off to the tight end or dump it off to a crossing route. So it would definitely. Will is right. They're definitely going to break out all the stops against us. And you know what? Where Vance Joseph, is some people still want to say Vance Joseph is coaching for his job, which I don't know if I agree. We're middle of the road in all defensive categories, which I think we'd all take at this point last year. So
yeah, it's hard to make heads or tails of Vance Joseph. I feel like there's also personnel involved in that too. I feel like we can use some bigger names and key pieces to our D.
Yeah, we've had a lot of injuries too. you know.
And exactly, we've had a lot of injuries. We haven't had a lot of depth to work with. So I feel like, we'll make do. Vance will make adjustments. And I feel like we'll see. We just have to wait and see what version of our defense is going to come out. But I feel strongly that our offense is going to come out and make a statement this game.
I like it.
Absolutely. But should we talk about our predictions for the big thing that's going to happen this game or whatever, like we were doing last?
Yeah.
Hot take or what?
Oh, fuck it. I think the closest that we had, I think Will might have been the closest last week. Kyler running. That's all I put down. I don't know what that means, but
I think I said that Kyler would run more. He had.
Oh, and he did.
He did.
Didn't run for a lot of more yards, but you're 100% right. He ran 13 times, which is, I think it was exactly what Jalen Hurts ran for with the Eagles 13 times. So I think we're gonna be seeing a lot of similarities there. I'm looking forward to this game. It's gonna be interesting, but good call on that, Will.
So should we get into our predictions for the?
Yeah. Let's see. I have
a hot prediction. I think.
What's her name?
Keyshawn Johnson.
Okay.
Bo Bobbles. You can find me on Twitter at Bo Bobbles. I feel like Keyshawn Johnson's gonna get a touchdown.
Keyshawn TD. Okay.
Keyshawn TD. Okay. Make a cute little touchdown. Get a little, cute little reception for a touchdown. Why not?
All right. Matt,
I'm going Kenny and Drake 150 yards.
All right, I love it. I think
it's just more of what I hope happens, because the Saints the Eagles D look pretty good against Kamara and Hill, so it might be more wishful thinking, but I hope that's what happens.
Okay. Shit, since y'all are in fantasy land, I might as well join. I think that
you just reminded me.
Okay, I think one of these teams, either us or them, is going to run a Philly special.
You without.
Well, we are playing Philly.
Yeah, I don't know. Is that be us or them? But
is that your hot take?
Philly special only to get stuffed at the 2 by Marcus Golden.
That's Galaxy brain.
Yep.
What is Bo Bobble's hot take? Yeah, I like it.
I said it earlier, man. He's going to be doing stupid shit to save his job. What stupider
shit
can there be than a Philly
special? So he's going to pull out the stops. He's going to try to put his 12-year-old nuts on the table and
hello.
Be cute. Exactly. He's going to try to out Cliff Kingsbury.
Bobble says Byron Murphy INT. This is hot take. I like it.
I like it. I like how Murphy's been playing all year, so
yeah,
I fuck with it.
Yeah, and I definitely our cornerback stepped up this last game. And sure, we're getting a lot of pressure too, but even when we weren't getting a lot of pressure off the bat, Daniel Jones literally had nowhere to go with it. And one thing I want to, Drake Kirkpatrick, I believe he leads the team in INTs. I believe he has 3. But he gives up a lot of passes. But I got to give it to him. Every time somebody catches it on him, he's right there on their back pocket. He's got to give up the most yards after catch.
Yeah,
which is something that kind of goes
catch and run on him.
Yeah, which is
I can appreciate that.
Yeah, for a vet, you know what I mean? Yeah. For a guy who's been in the league a long time. Yeah, so I mean, he's been a good enough number 2 for us, which is surprising.
He's been steady.
A lot. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather have him as more of a 3-4, but for him to come in here as a number 2 and play more time, most of the snaps, he's done a hell of a job this year. I'll get for what he's getting paid. He's definitely earning his contract.
He's the ugly chick that you mess with on the side after you strike out from the bar. You go home alone. It's all right, I didn't pick anybody up, so I'm just gonna call this chick, and she's down for it, but I will never make her my girlfriend.
He'll never be the number one, but yeah.
No.
Yeah, she gives good head, so yeah, she's number 2 for sure.
Yeah, no, she puts out.
Puts
with
out.
the lights on, with the lights off, she's cute.
Shit, why are y'all putting my Tinder dates on blast?
Damn, bada bing.
But
step your game up, farmers only.
Oh.
Shit. But let's one more quick thing before we close out. The next episode of the Redbird Redzone podcast is not going to happen. Not Christ, not kidding.
Hi guys.
Yeah. No. So in order to avoid releasing either on Christmas or on the day of the 49ers game, we are planning to do a live episode. We are going to go live, I presume on YouTube. We haven't quite sorted it out yet. Either on Wednesday night. Is it Wednesday night next week? We're doing next Wednesday night?
The 23rd.
Wednesday night, the 23rd. We're probably going to be in competition with the Suns game towards the end of our show. I don't really
shit.
care.
Yeah.
The Suns debut game, but it'll be fun. Okay. We'll have some fun and festivities, or that's bullshit. We're just gonna
live, uncut, unfiltered. Leave a little eggplant emoji.
Hey, we're gonna be chugging it. We're gonna be chugging, Jackie, right?
We're gonna be chugging. We're gonna be
chugging, spit talking, shit talking, whatever.
Talking.
If we get to 50 viewers, I'll face reveal, and Bobbles will too.
We'll face review. I might send you a little Christmas gift. I'll start an OnlyFans. I'm kidding.
Oh!
Only ceiling fans, where I sell ceiling fans, floor fans. So yeah, join us on live. Leave a little eggplant emoji, and have fun with us. It's celebrate the holidays. It'll be like a little Christmas party.
And this will be your last.
It'll be the Redbird Redzone Christmas special.
Redbird Redzone.
This will be your last.
Yes, my last.
Sorry, this will be your last one in AZ.
My last one in AZ, and the next time after that, I'll either be on the road recording or I will be in Virginia, where I can spread the gospel of Cardinals football.
Man,
amen.
To all the ignorance of the.
Imagine being a Cardinals fan and not even living in Arizona. Pshaw, I say.
Damn, I'm gonna be the only motherfucker on this site in Arizona now.
Hey,
I gotta hold it down.
I'm spreading the fandom coast to coast.
Max, say pshaw. Pshaw at her.
Pshawed her.
Hey, exactly. I've been here all my life. I've gone through listening to games on the radio because we weren't good enough to be on TV.
Amen.
I've gone to games at Sun Devil Stadium back when I didn't even know what the fuck, how the game of football was played. I've listened to the Cardinals win the NFC Championship on the radio while I was driving. My sister almost drove off the freeway. And I've gone to just about every Cardinals game in the last 8-9 years. So.
Oh yeah, we need to spread the gospel, girl.
I'm gonna spread the gospel.
Cardinals confession here. I wasn't watching the NFC Championship game in 2009.
Same. I listened to it on the radio. When we won, my sister literally drove off the freeway. Like
I went to a minor league hockey game with my mom, and I wasn't able to.
How old were you? Like 7?
8. I want to say
8. I was 14, so
I was not a virgin.
Neither was I, because I was a little hoe at 14. So
okay, Jack. 22. Okay, Jackie. Too much info.
TMI. Anyways, find me on OnlyFans.
But yeah, so live show next week. We'll do our best to make it a whole little affair. Hopefully, we can win pretty easily this week so that we can have a lot more fun talking about it, because it's going to be a bummer.
We can have fun, drink beers with us.
I can't.
Mac might show his tits. I don't know.
Hey, tits, dicks, whatever.
We can reminisce on the days of
Dicks
Cardinals
out for the
past.
Cardinals.
But yeah, so I think that about does it. I think y'all want to close out?
Yeah, I'm sorry for anybody
Let's
that had
do
to
it.
listen to this. Sorry,
All right,
Mom.
my name is Will. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Twitter at LiveOnThatSwing.
My name is Mac. You can find me on Twitter. I don't know why you would, but it's at AZ Sports Theme. That's FIEN.
I'm Jackie. You can find me on Twitter at JSanDiego. That is 2 O's. And no, I will not join OnlyFans, and don't ask me for feet pics. Good night, everybody.
And you can find
Too
any
late.
and all info regarding our live show next week at our Twitter, which is at RBR Podcasts. And we are out.
Peace.
Peace.